The film begins with a girl named Debbie who finds a Ouija board while cleaning her house. Seeing it, she immediately remembers her childhood days, when she started playing gay-tag with this Ouija board, along with her odd-teen friend Lane. In childhood, Debbie had told her friend Lane that through this Ouija board one can contact spirits, and it is important to always say goodbye when ending the game. As she was looking at the board, she received a call from Lane. Before meeting Lane, she activated the Ouija board and then went outside. Lane was actually waiting for her so that they could go together to watch the football match. But Debbie refused, saying that her parents were not at home right now and would be back shortly. "I can't go with you today. We'll meet in the morning." Len accepts her words. She says goodbye and goes back inside the house. It was her dinner time, and she was having dinner alone comfortably when suddenly her back door opened. She wasn't scared. When she went to check, there was no one there. She closed the door, feeling confused. As soon as she returned to the kitchen, she saw that the stove was also on. However, when she had left, everything was turned off. Just as Debbie turned off the truck, she suddenly started hearing a sound above her. When she went to her room, she saw the bag intact, which she had previously burned. While walking, her foot hits the Ouija board piece, and when she picks it up, it appears completely white, just like her. This meant that someone had now possessed her, and she was no longer a normal human. Now Debbie takes down the fairy lights hanging in her room and wraps them around her neck. After that, she jumps from the first floor and hangs herself, taking her own life. In the morning, we are shown Debbie's friend Lane, who is shocked to learn that her best friend Debbie, whom she had just recently met, is no longer alive. She is no longer in this world. So now Lane's family, along with Lane and some other friends of Debbie, go to Debbie's parents to console them as they were very disturbed. In the aftermath of this incident, Lane goes into Debbie's room where she finds the Ouija board planchette. At that moment, Debbie's mom also arrives and gives Lane a box. Inside were some childhood items of Debbie and Lane, some memories of Debbie. Lane brings them out and sees that inside there were many of their old pictures, their friendship bands, and some videos, which she watched all night remembering Debbie. The next day, when she went to school, she shared it with her friend. "Even after Debbie's passing, I still feel as if Debbie hasn't died. They are around me somewhere. I feel like they want to say something to me. I want to talk to them, and the only way to do that was through the Ouija board." They decide to try the Ouija board with her sister and her friend group so that they can communicate with Debbie. They decide to play this game at Debbie's house because there were higher chances of her being there. Now she goes to her room and brings the Ouija board and planchette, after which everyone starts playing the game. Everyone placed their fingers on the planchette. First, they ask if there is anything here besides us to make its presence felt. Initially, nothing happens, but after a few minutes, the planchette moves, indicating that someone was there. Then, the planchette moves to spell out "Hi friends," meaning whatever was there was saying "Hi friends" to them. Now, they asked, "Who are you?" The planchette moved to D, which suggested it was Debbie. They started expressing their heartfelt feelings to Debbie, saying they miss her a lot. After this, they also say goodbye, and then the planchette returns to goodbye, as if the spirit is also saying goodbye to them. As soon as it reached goodbye, the lights in their house went out. They were extremely surprised. Suddenly, how did the lights go out? And his two companions go to get the mobile flashlights. While walking at this time, when Len passed by the kitchen, he saw a staff member walking there. He had just turned off the stove when the person walking ahead of him suddenly screamed. There was a mirror in front of him. When everyone came to him, they asked what happened. Pete told them that he had just seen someone's shadow in the mirror and then someone pushed him from behind. His hand hit the mirror and got injured. All that happened was very frightening, so they all immediately left the house and went to their respective homes. But after today, strange and bizarre things start happening to each one of them. For instance, when their friend Trevor was going somewhere, a trolley suddenly appeared in front of him, narrowly avoiding an accident, and then suddenly, "Hi friends" appeared written on the wall in front of him. On the other hand, Their other friend Isabel, when she started going home, saw "Hi Friends" written on her car. And even Pete saw "Hi Friend" written on his taxi. Here Lane also saw "Hi Friend" written on his laptop at home, and all of them became very disturbed in different ways. In the morning, when they met at school, they shared these incidents that happened to them with each other and discussed it. It seems Debbie wants to say something to all of them, so they decided that they will soon play the Ouija board game again so that they can talk to Debbie and find out what she is trying to say. After deciding this, they all come back to Debbie's house again at night. On the same dining table, they set up the Ouija board again and placed their fingers on it. First, they asked if Debbie was with them to give them a sign, and as soon as they said this, the chair in front of them moved. They didn't panic and asked another question, "Are you Debbie?" The planchette suddenly moved to no, meaning it wasn't Debbie. The planchette moved towards D and Z, indicating that the spirit's name was formed with D and Z. After this, the planchette started moving rapidly from one letter to another, and they see that through the planchette, the spirit had written "Mother is coming," meaning "Run, Mother is coming." As soon as they said that, their Ouija board lifted into the air. All four of them screamed and ran away from there. Now, Lane comes home. Lane was very sad for Debbie. She started watching Debbie's videos again, and in one of these videos, Debbie had talked about this Ouija board. This Ouija board was not actually Debbie's. She had found it in this house. It belonged to the previous owners of the house. She discovered this while cleaning the attic. Lane decided that she would definitely go to Debbie's attic the next day. She actually wanted to know who the souls communicating with them were and whether they had any connection with the previous residents of Debbie's house. The next day, she goes into the attic, and there she finds many belongings and pictures of the family that used to live there, and from this she also learns that the Center family used to live in this house before. When she searches about them, she discovers shocking news. There were 3 women in this family, a mother and 2 daughters, one of whom was named Paulina. What happened here was not normal at all. The younger sister, Doris, disappeared from this house in a strange way, and to this day, there has been no trace of her anywhere in the world. Meanwhile, her older sister, Paulina, was arrested for the murder of their mom. And when she was released, she was left in a mental hospital. Now Len decides to meet Paulina to find out what exactly is going on in that house. She meets Paulina and tries to find out what is in that house that spoke to her. So Paulina begins to tell the background of her family. Her mom actually used to perform many such spiritual rituals to contact spirits. Initially, she only wanted to contact her husband Joe, but later she turned it into a business. They needed a medium who could convey the voices of the spirits to them. So her mom connected Doris, her younger daughter, with the spirits, and then the spirit began to speak through her voice. Initially, the voices of the spirits were very helpful to her mom, but then, one day, these voices went out of control. When her mom couldn't control these voices, she sewed Doris's mouth shut so that Doris couldn't speak and maintain a connection with the spirit. But as soon as they did this, many things went wrong. She disappeared in a strange way, and to this day, nothing has been found about her, Pauline. It is said that because you used that board, you have formed a connection with Doris. It is possible that you might find Doris's body, which no one else could find. She describes a basement room that Doris had made her own, which was secret, and no one knew the way to it. Paulina thought that her sister's body might be there. Paulina explains that the only way to end all these things is for you to go find Taurus's body and open her lips, after which she will be free, and you all will also be free from all these things. She tells all these things to her friend. All the people who were scared did not want to put themselves in any trouble, so they decided that according to Paulina, they would cut Doris's body so that everything would become completely normal again. Jay's sister, Sarah, and P all go inside the basement of B's house, as Paulina had mentioned. As soon as they enter, something very strange happens to them. Except for Jay, someone attacked everyone else and they all became unconscious. This was actually Doris's spirit, who had also died right there Avoiding this, she finally reaches the place where Doris's body was. Her lips were still sewn shut. Lane quickly cut her lips, and she departed with him. From there, she left this world. In their soul world, one problem was solved, but they knew that by solving this problem, they had invited a much bigger one. Due to the cutting, Doris's soul had now gained a voice. She had become even more powerful. They didn't realize this for some time, but the next day they did, when Doris processed pee and sewed him up, just like hers. After that, she killed him. Now, knowing this, they quickly go to Polina to ask her what is happening, as they had done everything according to what she had said. But despite that, how did their friend die? And in exactly the same way, his mouth was sewn shut, just like Doris's was. Then Polina started laughing like crazy after hearing this. She said, I just played a game with you. To free my sister, you opened her mouth, which made her powerful tonight, and now she is coming. She was extremely troubled to kill all of you. She was badly trapped. Intention from Polina's words, she discusses it with her sister Sarah, and they decide to go to their grandma to seek a solution for these things. First, they tell their grandma the whole story of how all this started, but now they were badly trapped, their lives were in danger, and they wanted to get out of all these things. She explains that since the Ouija board and Doris's body are connected, burning them together will completely sever all connections and they will be free. In order to set everything right, Sarah, Lane, and Trevor embark on a crucial and dangerous mission. They were absolutely determined to carry out their grandmother's instructions, and finally, as per the plan, they arrived at the location, but Doris possessed Trevor and killed him. Lane and Sarah were completely unaware of the tragic event at first. They went downstairs with the Ouija board, trying to very quickly and efficiently burn Doris's dead body and the board together in the hopes of breaking the curse. Meanwhile, Doris suddenly captured Sarah and began forcefully taking her to the secret room where she was killed. Before Sarah could be seriously harmed by the malevolent spirit, she suddenly had a brilliant idea to save herself. She started playing the Ouija board game because she knew it would attract the attention of nearby spirits and possibly gain their assistance. As soon as she started the game, Doris immediately appeared with a menacing presence, desperately trying to end it by moving the planchette towards goodbye as quickly as possible. Lane, with all her strength, valiantly tried to stop her with all her might, but a human's physical strength is always considerably less than that of a supernatural entity. Just then, her friend Debbie's spirit suddenly came to their aid in their time of need. Together, they desperately tried to prevent the planchette from reaching the dreaded goodbye. While they struggled, Sarah quickly seized the opportunity in a moment of bravery, quickly picked up Doris's lifeless corpse with great effort, and forcefully threw it into the blazing furnace to ensure its destruction. At the same time, Lane threw the Ouija board into the furnace without properly ending the game as per the rules. As both the board and Doris's body burned, Doris's malevolent spirit finally left this world forever. They succeeded in their mission, but were deeply and profoundly saddened by the tragic loss of their three friends. In the emotional post-credit scene that follows, we see Lane in her room, where the planchette mysteriously appears out of nowhere. When she looks through it, her eye appears completely normal, like a human eye, indicating that everything is finally and truly over, bringing a sense of closure. And with that, the movie ends.